Howdy, everybody. Teresa here with...
Ready.
And the critters are all laying around. Don't look at my hair. I haven't obviously, brushed it yet. But I'm going to right now. Well, I talk to you guys because, I'm just that transparent, I guess, in life that I just do this, right? So...
I was going to ask you if you realized you hadn't combed your hair yet.
Yeah, but, these guys have seen me in every sort of disarray. So, they don't care. Right? They're probably, some of them are probably brushing their hair along with me right now. Are you brushing your hair like we just don't care? Got the front door open just 'cause. Not open, but like, we don't have like an actual screen door. We have like a glass door, which I still think is kind of weird, but anyway, hair's combed. That's as good as I'm getting today. So, anyway, the adventure never ends in the Heidi household. Just let y'all know this. Last night, my loving husband calls the pharmacy. We go through Harris Teeter, and it's like a Kroger store basically. Anyway, I need a few more prescriptions refilled. No problem. And my doctor called in some different prescriptions and an antibiotic and all that kind of good stuff. A really strong antibiotic. So Brad, my loving husband, decides even though it's dark out, he wants me to start my antibiotic last night. So he leaves. Little did we know the adventure the man was about to go on. He leaves about 6:15, right, hon? 6:30-ish.
No. It was,
7.
Yeah, it was 7:15, 7:30, somewhere in there.
No, it was 7. Maybe 7:15.
Okay.
They closed at 8, the pharmacy part. He drives there, he gets the prescription, and it's a big bag of prescriptions. It's like even with our insurance, it's like $150.
120.
120?
Yeah, because there was one that was, turned out to be a free prescription.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the Advil they have to order?
I didn't think we asked for a refill on that.
Not yet, but she was asking about it, I remember last night.
It was the, Tujeo,
my insulin? Yeah, they have to order it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have enough, and they did have one box on hand. It's just I happen to take a lot of it. I happen to take the maximum dose you can take, which is 160 units a day. Plus, then I have fast-acting. Anyway, so Brad goes and gets it, and he leaves, and he starts driving, and he hears the sound none of the motorists like to ever hear, which is thump, 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 flat tire. Now, my husband is not in any way, shape, able to really change a tire. I mean, he could, but getting down on the ground and then getting up, the mobility factor, it raining and But we have AAA. We carry AAA for that reason, even though we have a really old Jeep. And we also have full coverage on our Jeep because, that's our main vehicle. And it doesn't cost us that much. It costs us like $46 a month for the two of us because we have excellent driving records, etc. So, anyway, Brad calls AAA. And then he called me. And while he's on the phone with me, some firemen offer to help. And he says, no, thank you. He called AAA and stuff. But it was very nice of them. So Brad waits. I think, how long did you have to wait, honey?
Not very long.
Not very long for AAA to show up. And they changed it and everything. But we need 4 new tires. That's going to have to wait until next month when the disability check comes. Because that'll be, I don't know how much. 1,000?
Yeah, I'll start looking.
But probably about around 1,000-ish. Yeah. It is what it is. And it's just something that we all have to do. And, so until then, we'll keep the driving down to a minimum. Which, I need to sit and heal. I mean, we'll be going into town for various specialist appointments. And hopefully specialist appointments for him also. So, that's what happened there. He finally got home, and I was glad to see him. The puppies were very glad to see him. Mr. Charlie he would go over by the front door and he would scratch it a few times and he would let out, and then he would go circle back around, lay behind Brad's chair. And he kept doing that. He was very upset because, Dad always comes in with Mom. I mean, so he was so happy when he heard that Jeep coming. He was very happy. So this morning we had groceries delivered, which we normally do anyway. It's much easier because, they carry it up to the top step. And we just bought a new collapsible cart, which, if you ever see those kind that are made for stairs and they've got like the 3 funky wheels, a set on either side, those are so nice and they are heavier dutier. We got ours on Amazon.
I believe so, yeah.
And maybe through Walmart.
I don't remember.
Walmart, I think. I don't know. Yeah. One of those two. And really like it. But that really helps. If you have mobility issues and stuff, that really does help. So, got some different types of tea. I got vanilla chai and I got regular chai. I've been on a kick about that. I have a cup of tea, hot tea every night normally. This is really good. This is a toasted coconut almond bark. And Brad is having a cup of it right now. And I want to try it. He just set it over here for me to try it. Now, normally I put a little bit of creamer in with mine, but he didn't. That's okay. Sometimes I won't either. Ooh, that is good. You can taste the coconut and the almond bark, but it isn't overwhelming. That is really good. That is really nice.
Yes, it is.
Now, I wouldn't put some creamer in, like I have lemon ginger. I wouldn't put creamer in that.
That would be weird.
That would just, the lemon and the creamer, no. I use that for an upset stomach. I use the peppermint tea. If I have a sore throat or an upset stomach, Then I use the berry teas mixed in with a regular tea for iced tea. So, Brad's going to cook some rice. We just got off the phone with our nephew. We had the nicest conversation. He called from Wyoming, and I've always had a soft spot in my heart for this young man. I have 2 nephews that I love all my nephews and nieces, but the 2 that I really have a super soft spot for is our nephew Brian and our nephew Brandon. And nephew Brandon called. And I love that young man. I've always loved that young man. I almost want to cry because I love that young man so much, and I'm so proud of him. He really has overcome a lot. He came out a few years ago as gay. I always knew since he was the littlest boy that he was gay, and he used to come over to my house because, I would allow him to do things that he wasn't allowed to do at home. And I didn't care. He didn't care what he wanted. He wanted to play Barbies with the girls. He used to enjoy doing that. He come over one time, and he had a couple of warts on his hands, and it really would bother him. And I put some clear fingernail polish over the top, and we let that dry, and then I covered him up with a Band-Aid so he wouldn't get in trouble at home. And then it was just a real small bottle of clear coat. I let him take that home so he could keep treating his warts. But that young man will call every so often just to talk to us. And that means so much. Like Brad said, a lot of times I feel like I don't have any family. Because I don't hear from not a one of any of my family on my side. That's their choice. I've always beat to a different drummer. I won't play games. I won't sit there and play your game. or anything like that. You know, I can't pretty much say how it is.
Yeah.
And I've always been that way. I'm not going to sit there and play a game and act like, you know, oh, I really like you. And then the minute you walk out of my house, drag you through the mud with everybody else, you know, chiming in. I'm not that way. Hang on just a minute.
He does that. I noticed. He does
Okay,
that.
I'm back on here now.
Oh.
Okay?
Hi.
Hi, sorry. I had to excuse myself because of water pills. But we were laughing because Charlie, the cushion, he got off the couch. So now he's sitting there. Well, now he laid down. Like, what am I supposed to do now? But, you have to catch my breath. Whew. Okay, sorry. That's better. I grew up listening to family members. I would think everybody loved each other and got along great. And then as soon as, let's say my father left, they would all be talking about him and dragging him through the mud and this and that. And I thought, I don't get it. You acted like you really loved him and stuff, and now all of a sudden he's no good. Or I would listen to them talk about this person or that person, and then they'd see him and they'd be like, oh, hi. And it's like, wait a minute. You just were talking about what a bitch this person was and how horrible, and now you're acting like you like him. I'm like, I'm not going to be that way. If I like you, you know I like you. If I don't, I won't be mean to you, but I won't go out of my way either. You know, it would just be formalities. It would not be the phoniness. You know, I will tolerate you. But I've always been very different from my family. So, but anyway, I'm very, very proud of my nephew. He's getting ready to go to cosmetology school. His boyfriend, I think they're basically unofficially engaged, which I just love. They've been together for a few years now, and he is a cosmetologist. And I know my nephew is going to rock that. See, he remembers when I went to cosmetology school, and I really enjoyed the field. I just couldn't tolerate it because of all the fumes and everything. They didn't have the exhaust systems and stuff like they do now. Now I probably would have been able to work in the field. But, I mean, not now, but I mean younger Teresa. You know, but, you know, and that might have done some damage to my lungs too.
Probably.
That's when I was, excuse me, I have a little bit of a sore throat today. That's when I was first diagnosed with asthma. But anyway, I told him, if you ever do a beauty salon around here, I'll be a receptionist, you know. And he was laughing, but that would be great and stuff. But I'm still proud of him. He's just overcome so much and stuff, and I am so proud of him. He's going to be, I want to hear all about it. I want to hear all about it. He's just, I could not be prouder of him and my nephew, Brian. You know, they if they love you, they love you. And I know that they love us, you know, and that's really a good feeling, you know. That's something I really kind of need.
Yeah.
Of course, he was worried about me and stuff, and worried about Brad. And that feels really nice, too. So anyway, we don't have any weekend plans. I'm supposed to be taking it easy, which I am. I've got I'm taking the new meds, and I'm taking the antibiotic. They put me on a cholesterol pill because my cholesterol was high. It's never been before. I have to get that back down. That's the processed foods and eating out too much. So I will be knocking that off.
That surprised me.
I was very shocked about that. I've not had a cholesterol problem ever.
I know.
But it goes hand in hand with diabetes.
Yeah.
But that can cause a lot of problems with your heart and stuff.
Yeah.
So we will be knocking that way down.
Yeah.
We've got the time and stuff. We can cook. That's why I want that other kitchen table out there so we can cook, make homemade stuff more often. So that's about what we got going on right now. And Brad's getting ready to cook us a late lunch, which will be just eggs and rice because that's what's easy. And then I think he's starting a pot of chili. Brad makes really good red chili. Well, Brad makes this whatever Brad wants to cook turns out normally very well. Do we look like we can't cook? Right, honey?
Yeah, never trust a skinny cook.
We can both really cook, but I let him do it because working all those years, he didn't get to cook very often. And I'm tired of cooking for the most part. I am. I'm tired of cooking. I will sometime this weekend get those cookies made. We just forgot to make up the batter, honey.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's probably really annoying. I just got to get rid of this tickle in my throat. I just, not really a sore throat. It's just. I love this Bigelow tea. This is my favorite tea. Any tea that comes in the foil pouches, I like because it keeps it fresher. But I am a big fan of the Bigelow. I'll pay a little bit more for it. And I bought a variety set of tea. You can get them pretty inexpensive off of Amazon, and they're good. Except for some of them, I have enough fruit teas. And stuff for the iced tea, but I don't want to have a bunch of tea I don't really like. Right, honey?
Yeah.
Peach tea is a big no. With me, no.
Peach anything for you.
Unless it's real peach.
Yeah.
Then I like it. If you notice, I bought some more of the
Peaches,
peach.
yeah.
The peaches in the real fruit juice. I didn't think you could have that, but last time I was in the hospital, that's what they were giving us. It was like the fruit cocktail and its own fruit juice and pears and peaches and stuff. Like in the morning, they just load you up pretty carb heavy, so and then go lighter through the day. So that's about all we got going on. I just wanted to say, hey, I did not show you guys. I finished this. I just finished it. Isn't it pretty? I just love it. You can't really see it, but it does shimmer and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on framing this. It's not gonna take a normal size frame though. It's a 30 by 30.
30 by 30?
That centimeters probably.
Yeah.
It looks like a 10 by 10 to me.
That's kind of what I thought.
So I'll have to get a frame or have somebody build me a frame, make me a frame me. Will you frame me?
I will frame you.
So now I'm gonna start another one. I have it. It just came in actually. Oh my goodness. So it's another sunset one, of course. Or beach sunset. See the little picture right there? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a round drill. I prefer the square, but seems like everybody's doing the round. I don't care. Gives me something to do, right? I'm supposed to be behaving. And I did get a curling iron because, again, mine is packed, and it's just a super, super cheap one. This one has 25 different settings, which is nice. It's a 1-inch. I have a 3/4, but 25 heat setting. It heats up super fast. Extra long cool tip. I like it automatic off, which is really important to me. So if it's left for very long, it just shuts itself off. That's really, really important to me. but it even has settings for like what type of hair you have and stuff. So yeah, this was less than $20 at Walmart. So, because sometimes I do want to curl my hair. I'm letting my hair get longer, and that's why I haven't really bleached it yet. You okay, sweetie?
Uh-huh.
Right, I saw that face.
Saw what face?
That face you have.
Can't help it. I was born with this face.
You were really? And they let you go out in public?
Yeah. Well,
No, I love your face.
That's the doctor took one look at my face, picked me up by the ankles, and spanked me.
They did that to me too. My mother says I was so ugly when I was born, she cried. I should have known it was going to be just a fucking wonderful relationship from then on.
Yeah.
No. Right?
Yeah.
I was doomed from the start, man. So anyway, that's all we got going on. I'm going to get ready to do this other diamond painting. I'm going to think about just, putting some Mod Podge on the top of. I think I got two of them over there that haven't been Mod Podged yet. Oh, I may wait though because I really, really like there to be like a fan on them because even when the Mod Podge is pretty fumey sometimes. Have you ever noticed that, babe?
Oh yeah.
It's like, whoa! I might Mod Podge them right before we go to bed. Now it would be out here drying and we wouldn't have to smell it as much.
Well, here, probably within a month, I think it's going to warm up that we can do a lot of that stuff outside.
I know, that would be nice. That would be nice, But yeah, every night about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we'll head into the bedroom. I'll mess around on my computer. I always watch her. And,
Translate that for them.
TV show her.
ER.
ER. Okay, ER. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we called it for.
Yeah, I love it. So
we think everybody else should be calling it also.
Don't forget, we got all them cans of the tomatoes with the chilies in it, too. But it's hot.
I didn't want to, I didn't want to fry your tonsils out.
So, yeah, I always watch that. I don't know how many seasons it ran for, but it's getting closer to the end because there's starting to be more guest appearances like Susan Lewis and
The rich kid.
The rich kid, he's come back, and then like the nurse, and Doug Ross.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like
George Clooney.
Yeah, and so I think it's getting to be toward the end, but a lot of them I didn't see ever. A lot of the episodes, so yeah, it's been interesting. I know I have no life. I'm talking about, but hey, it's still a life. I still have family that love me, like our nephew Brandon. Love that kid. We just kept telling him we couldn't be prouder of him.
Yeah.
Could not be prouder of that kid. Yeah. I mean, and it's all what he's done. And also, another thing I love about him is he got this dog, and I think it's some kind of a pit mix. I'm not sure. But he got this dog many years ago, and all throughout his move, because he's moved to different places, different states. You know how young people do. But he's always taken this dog. He's always kept this dog. He still has this dog. He loves his dogs and stuff. And I'm an animal lover. So is Brad. We love us some animals now. I mean, the fastest way to get me to your heart is show me your dog.
Yeah.
Show me your dog. Bring your dog along. I will be instantly at ease. Brad is amazed. We can be out in public, and I'm pretty shy. Aren't I, honey?
Yes.
I can be pretty shy. But then if there's somebody sitting with a dog, all of a sudden Brad looks over and I'm chatting up a storm. Because I will instantly be at ease because I'll ask you about your dog and I'll ask if I can pet your dog. And then we'll start talking dogs and next thing you know, we're best friends.
Well,
we best friends.
The Worm Grunt Festival.
Yeah.
Choppy.
down in Florida, there's a little town called Sopchoppy. They have a worm grunting festival. It was even on Mike Rowe's hardest jobs.
Dirtiest jobs?
Dirtiest jobs. He was even down there. So we went to worm grunting. And they were worm grunting, okay? And finally got some worms out and stuff. But anyway, it was basically a big festival with a lot of vendors and stuff. And so I think I was in a wheelchair. Brad was still able to walk without a cane and stuff. And so he was pushing me actually in a wheelchair. And, you know, I'm very shy. And then this guy sat down and he had this dog. And so I start talking to him about his dog and asked if I could pet his dog and all of that. And if his dog needed water. And Brad looks over and he was just kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Here's a guy and I are just chatting up a storm, and I'm just totally at ease because if you have a dog, man, I'm going to talk to you. Even if it's I'll leave you alone if it's a dog that's working, of course. But other than that, if you're at ease, you can kind of sense people. I will ask you about your dog, talk to you about your dog, pet your dog, tell you about my dog. Then we'll just go on this whole dog talk.
Yeah. Well, you remember from Eagle Bowl, Dave and Bella?
Yeah. Dave was almost totally blind, and he was a phenomenal bowler. This guy could bowl left-handed just because he was tired of bowling right-handed and just wipe everybody's scores out. Anyway, many years ago, he got into a horrific car wreck, and that's what happened to his eyesight.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he almost didn't make it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could still see where he used to have a trach and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And so that's what happened to him, hon.
Okay.
And because I remember him from the bowling alley, from my grandparents' bowling alley. But anyway, so he go down the Eagles, and he had a seeing eye dog, and her name was Bella, and he had to think on it and said not to pet her. She'd work, and everybody's petting her. Everybody's petting her, giving her carrots and stuff for treats. Whatever he said. Whatever, he had a bag of treats with him. But yeah, Bella would lay there and get loved up on, and the whole works. But yeah, I always wonder how he's doing.
I do too.
He was such a nice guy.
Yeah. Well, and then,
what was her name that bowled with him? She had the two bad knees. She worked down at Wonder Bakery Outlet Store.
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember her name though.
Anyway, she was a super nice gal. Super nice gal. You knew that when she came in there, those knees had to be hurting because of the way she walked. And she never, ever, ever, Brad, did I hear her once complain.
Nope.
And she'd get up there and bowl best she could.
Well, and she worked for me in the liquor store.
Oh, yeah, for a short while, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you always wonder about those people. See, that's the kind of stuff. I know we can't bowl anymore, but I'm sure there's other stuff we could do. I just want to find some place that we could occasionally go to once stuff opens back up.
Yeah.
That you just, someplace where everybody knows your name. Well, they're getting to. Post office is not really where I want to hang out all the time, though.
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys go. We've prattled on long enough. Brad, do you have anything else to say, young man?
No.
Let me give you a weather report real quick before we leave. Because I don't want to rip you guys out. Rip you guys out? Rip you guys off. Let's see. Let's do the weather report. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They were saying wintry mix, but I don't know. 38 degrees feels like 32. It's just cold out there. Today's high would be 41. The low, wait, that's the wrong place. Why does it do that? Okay. Anyways, it's the same. High day will be 40, low will be 26. Cloudy right now. We're supposed to get a wintry mix. It is 88% humidity. Wind is 8 miles per hour from the northwest. Sunrise was at 6:54 a.m. and sunset will be here at 5:57 p.m. And let's see, tomorrow will be sunny. We have a sunny day tomorrow, honey. It'll be 43 degrees, and the low will be 22, but it'll be sunshine. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine.
You know what's funny is that guy that has that YouTube channel in Moorcroft.
Yeah? The Mills family?
Yeah, he was talking about that tomorrow's supposed to get up in the 50s there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be colder here than...
Yeah. We watch him. It's called the Mills family, and they have like 9 kids, and which I started watching when she was still alive. The mother passed away unexpectedly. So now you have this father raising all these kids. Now he has help from his mom. Her name is Grandma Kitty and stuff, but because they homeschool and everything. So wow. But we enjoy watching them. Brad more listens to them. There's certain channels Brad enjoys listening to.
Yeah.
There's some we enjoy laughing at.
Yeah.
Because they're just that crazy. So anyway, love you guys. And, you know, your friendship means so much to us.
Yes,
and
it does.
We think you're awesome. And I hope you have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay dry, stay doing something that you like. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.